have a hand-dyed yarn small business here in Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. You can find me at lolodidit.com, at _lolodidit on Instagram, and pretty much lolodidit everywhere else. So thanks guys for joining me today. It's Friday. This week has been crazy. I feel like I start every podcast like this week's been crazy. It's because it is. It's crazy all the time. But this week has been really, really fun, crazy. We've been packing all the advent calendars. So yeah, that's pretty much all we've done. If you ordered a dyed to order, we dyed those. But other than that, all we're doing is packing advent calendars, which is awesome. And it's pretty, and it's fun, and it's exciting to make surprises for you guys. So that's been a lot of fun this week. And yeah, I hope you like them. It was a big collaboration between me and 7 other makers. So it's a really special package. I hope the people who ordered it really, really love opening it every day of December. So I'm excited. Yes. I have so much to share with you. We've put a lot on the shop this past week. Not a ton, but enough. Yeah. I came out with, I'm just going to kind of go through all this stuff. Festivus came back. Festivus, this is a winter colorway, which means it'll retire sometime in February. But this was a fun one. So the story behind this one, last year, I can't remember if Amber of Yarn Hoarder messaged me or it was her friend who messaged me first. But somebody said, hey Lauren, you've got to do Festivus. And her friend was totally obsessed and everything. So of course I had to do it because I was like, yes, let's have another festive color. So that's what this is. And it was really fun last year. This year it's out again. It's the same recipe. So make sure to get it. So that's fun. And then we've got a whole bunch of new colorways. So the first one is Rumpelstiltskin, and I've showed this on the podcast before. It's a really, really dark tonal green and has like pops of color in it. Like you can't, even the photos online, it just does not do this justice. There's so many different tones in here. It's really, really pretty. So this is a brand new colorway. It's available on the shop now, and I had a naming contest to name this a couple weeks ago. And this is Whiskey Kiss. I brought this one over on my Sparkle. Whiskey Kiss is just amazing. And I showed this one off before. I think I've showed it to you guys knit up as well. I'm using both of these colors in my Lolo's Lucky Star Mystery Knit Along with Webster Street Knittery. When I saw these came out of the pot, and I dyed these and another one that I'm going to show you in a sec to kind of go together. So if you have color work or something like that you want all dark wintry or fall tones, I did dye these to be cohesive together. So really pretty. I love them. And I love knitting with them. It's just a really pretty tones. The other new one that I told you is part of this cohesive thing, I dyed these all conceptualized and dyed around the same time, is this one. This is a super dark blue, but with pops of bright blue in it. It's stunning. It's really pretty. I named this one after Narnia, which is one of my favorite books when I was growing up. I think I probably named it, I had, my family has been going through my thoughts lately. I've been thinking a lot about them and reminiscing a lot. And my aunt had given me this book series. And so I think because I had been thinking about her a lot, and that book series was a gift to me, that I think it was one of her favorite book series when she was a child. So anyway, so that's why I named it Narnia. And I thought it was perfect, like, because the Ice Queen, like, the cold and the darkness, and I don't know, I just thought it was perfect. So that's why I named it Narnia. And this went on the shop this morning. Last night. So that's on the shop now. Really, really pretty. So these three were dyed to be something that could go together. So I've seen so many of those color work sweaters and cardigans, like Boylan Knitworks has a whole bunch that I really love, and Drea Renee Knits, Andrea Mowry. So she, like, all of those types of cardigans and sweaters that have the yoke of color work, I just couldn't help thinking that I needed to make something like this. So anyways, that's why these exist, and they're all together, and that's why I released them all this week. And they are here. They're beautiful. I love them. They're exactly what I had in my head. So I just love it when that happens, that I can think of, it's not, sometimes I think of colorways and it's like, I want this specific colorway, like Festivus. I just wanted that colorway and I didn't have anything in mind. But for these colorways, I literally had something specific that would be a specific cohesive project to go together, that all the colors would be similar. So I you know, sometimes that happens. I don't know. Knit dreaming. So the last one that's new is Hippo for Hanukkah. This is not the same recipe as last year. I've got darker blues and lighter yellows in this one. So I wanted to create a little bit more of a contrast than last year's, because I like the way the contrast speckles and it knits up and all that. So this is really pretty, but it's around the same. It's it's very similar, because I like these colors for Hanukkah. I mean, it's blue and yellow. That's what everything, I don't know if that's like media, like all of the holiday places that you buy stuff from just make it blue and yellow, or if that's actually traditional colorways. I have no idea, but yeah, really pretty. I really like this one. I did put up a little Lolo pack that matches. So if you wanted something that matches every color in here, that's this. Really pretty. And then, of course, we had to do project bag, which is so cute. Okay, so you guys are not going to be able to get over this. I found this fabric online, and I was like, I have to do this. So for the interior of the Hanukkah bags, you've got keep calm and eat latkes. I mean, like, that's amazing. So I just thought this was really funny and fun, and so that's why I did this. So anyways, that's the interior fabric for the Hippo for Hanukkah bag. Just as a reminder, all of the project bags, we do super limited amounts of them. So if it's something that you want, don't wait, because they usually sell out pretty fast. But yeah, we have them in the shop. Yay! Look at that. Super cute. I love it. And my sister always picks out the zippers and stuff like that, and so I like that she picked a navy blue on this one. But really cute. And these are all made out of cotton twill, which is kind of like your jean fabric. It's pretty sturdy. It's not, it stands up on its own if you wanted it to. And the interior is regular quilting cotton, and it is interfaced. So you've got a nice, sturdy, medium-sized project bag. So yeah, that's all the colors. We've also been restocking, so just as a reminder, Halloween colorways retire on October 31st, but we are on October 25th. I don't know what the date is. 26th. So that means that we did restock all of the Halloween colorways earlier this week and last week. We dyed them all again. Same thing with the fall colorways. We've been dyeing those again, but we will not be dyeing it anymore. So whatever is on the shop, that's the last of it. So don't wait to get yours. I know a lot of people have been saying, oh, I want this color and this color on specific bases. So there's not a ton left. So I would definitely snatch those up if you want them. People were asking me on my last podcast, what are these colorways behind me? So I'll kind of point them out. That is Florian Fortescue, which is a new colorway. This is Bat Guano Crazy, one of the Halloween colorways. This is now retired. This is Every Flavor Beans. These two are Harry Potter colors. And this is a Halloween color. This is Cauldron, which is a Halloween color that retired. Ghostbusters, another Halloween colorway. Witch's Brew, I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of far down. Witch's Brew, Halloween color. And then if you guys look over here, you've got Spumoni right here. And this is Rotten, another Halloween colorway that is retired. So just to kind of give you guys, I think that's all that's in your view at the moment. Yeah. So those are all the colors. Yay! I love everything. I love fall colors. I like what I wear in the fall. Like, fall time is the best. Summertime is so hot. I can't wear like the cute clothes that I like to wear, but fall is perfect. And it's been beautiful weather here in Las Vegas. It's like 70s and 80s, which is awesome. It's actually perfect. We've been hanging out outside a lot with the dogs and all that, so we've just been having a lot of fun. So now I'm just going to show you some updates on some of the projects that I've been working on. I'm actually only working on 2 projects right now, which actually feels really good. I feel like I'm getting a lot done. So I want to I'll show you my sweater first, and then I'll show you the mystery knit along, because if people aren't caught up or anything with their mystery knit along, I don't want to give away anything. So the first thing is my Triple Dutch Cardigan by Mina Phillip, who is at Knitting Expat and Knitting Expat Designs. And this is my Pumpkin Spice colorway on my Whole Lotta DK. You can see I'm actually getting through this huge amount of yarn. But this is really pretty. I love this colorway. Just as a reminder, this is retiring at the end of November, so make sure to get it if you want it. It's a fall colorway. This is fantastic. I am absolutely loving this sweater. Look at how far I've gotten. Woohoo! This is where I was last Friday. So I think this is where I was when I last showed it to you on my podcast. So my little football sparkly. But yeah, it's coming along really well. Of course, it helps that it's super addicting. And we've been watching, I'm gonna cause some controversy, I'm sure. We've been watching Making of a Murderer Part 2, because we watched Part 1, of course, because like everybody in the entire United States watched it. So that has been binge-worthy, and all I've been doing is knitting. And this one is an easy one because you're going back and forth except for the cable details, so it's a pretty easy knit when you're trying to pay attention to something. So I've been really loving it. I am pretty positive. I guess I should try it on. I've never tried it on. But I'm positive that this will fit. I mean, look how it's actually going to be a pretty comfy fit. Pretty loose. And I'm knitting, I can't remember if it's like the exact on the dot size, but I am a 46 bust, so that's the size that I wear. And so that, yeah, pretty awesome. And I haven't, so I'm like halfway done with the body, and I still have a ton of yarn left. And I've been alternating skeins for those of you who ask. And I'm really loving the cable detail. It's just a really pretty sweater. I'm enjoying knitting on this. We're going to Stitches SoCal next weekend, and so this will be the project that I'm taking with me. But I was thinking that I would take it with me because I'll have so much of the body to do, but now I'm wondering if I should pick up for the sleeves so I have something to work on there that is kind of easy while we're traveling. Because otherwise, I think that I might be done with the body by the time we go. I don't know. That's just how fast I feel like I'm knitting this. So the Stillwater cardigan took me 3 months to complete or something like that. I don't even know. Like a long time. This was, you know, it took me a long time. And then this one is just flying off my needles. I don't know what's wrong with me. And the Stillwater cardigan really was, it's an easier knit than this one. And, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm sweater obsessed. I love knitting sweaters. So that's that. And, oh, before I pull out my mystery knit along, I wanted to tell you I've got 2 new designers that I'm working with. One is Tammy Gore, and she is at Tammy, T-A-M-Y, Gore on Instagram. She has some beautiful designs. She's knitting up some amazingness. She just sent me some sneak peek photos of it, and I am obsessed. I've got also Telly Bean Knits, who is Stephanie, and she's knitting some great stuff. I haven't gotten any sneak peeks from her yet, but I'm ready. She's such a color wonderful person. I like, she loves all the bright colors, so I'm really excited about that one. And then a third person that I think I've told you guys this before, but Olive Knits, who is Marie Green, she is coming out with a book early next spring, and I have she used my yarn for one of her designs in that, so that's really exciting as well. So we've got a whole bunch of stuff going on. I'm really excited about everything, but I wanted to make sure to tell you, because even though they haven't finished projects with my yarn at the moment, they are excellent designers to follow. All of their Instagram and Ravelry are interesting. There's so many projects available with them, so you can really kind of get to know them very well. So yeah, I wanted to share that with you. So I've been getting all this stuff and feedback back, and I was like, oh, I gotta make sure to tell you guys that they're fun to watch. Okay, so Mystery Knit Along, do not look if you do not end this podcast now. If you do not want to see it, for those of you who are leaving me, thank you guys so much for joining, and I appreciate your time and spending some time with me. For those who want to stay and get a teaser, this is really, really beautiful. Okay, so just as a recap, I am using Whiskey Kiss, which is a brand new colorway that just came out this week. Rumpelstiltskin. So Whiskey Kiss is my color A. Rumpelstiltskin is my color C. And Hippo for Thanksgiving, which is my color B. So this is, I showed you guys a lot of it. Ooh, got all my ends. I showed you guys a lot of it last week. I actually didn't get very far. This is the first clue. Look how pretty that is. I love it. I love these colors I picked. I'm so glad I picked them. And then this is clue 2. I am totally not done. I've got so much more to do. But this is really pretty. It starts introducing the color C with a little bit of simple color work. And it is really pretty. You can see that. I wonder if I put something behind this so you don't see the light through it. There you go. Can you see all of the pops of green in there? I picked not super contrasty colors. So I didn't pick super contrasty colors, but I did want to make it so that you can actually see the difference, and you can. This is nice. This is light and bright with the Whiskey Kiss, and then as you add the Rumpelstiltskin into it, it's getting darker. So really pretty. I'm loving this knit. This is very simple. I think honestly, even with the slip stitch color work, anybody, like advanced beginner, you can do this. Totally do this knit. It's really fun. It's easy to pick up and down. So the other day I was knitting in the waiting room, and because she has everything marked, that Jen Peck, who is the designer behind this, Webster Street Knittery, she has everything laid out in the pattern so well that you know exactly where you are, and check boxes and everything, that I was able to stop just like in the middle of a section and no problem picking it back up later, because that's how well she wrote this out for you to follow along. So it is really the perfect pick up and down project that you don't have to really worry about where you are, as long as you're following the pattern and checking the boxes. So pretty awesome. Really love it. I can't wait to have this finished because it's such a nice long shape. I think it'll look really, really pretty. I was originally going to give this away as a gift, but now I'm like not positive. Just look how cute that is. Oh, that's the wrong side. It's super cute. So anyways, that is everything that's going on. I know this is a super short podcast, but that's what I got for you guys. I've been I guess it's not monogamous if you got 2 projects, but I've been doing really good at keeping these 2 projects so that I'm actually getting something done instead of having whips all over the place, and it feels really good to get that done. Somebody asked me if I have my list yet for all of my knits for Christmas, and I was like, no, but I caked up yarn for another sweater. So I don't know what I'm going to do about Christmas this year. Last year I gave a whole bunch of people hats and socks and things like that, things that I was knitting, and then I'm like, this year I'm being extremely selfish, and it's almost the beginning of November, and I'm like, I really should think about that. So if anybody else is like in that boat of going, well, I'm really enjoying the stuff that I'm knitting for myself, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's me. But I'm sure I'll have a panic attack as soon as like the first week of November comes, and I'll be knitting all the hats and socks and things. I definitely need to pull out my circular sock machine and get cranking on those. I know my family, especially my sister and my dad, really, really love hand knit socks, or cranked socks, I guess I should say. So I'll probably knit them a couple of pairs. But that's it. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really appreciate your time and coming to see me every week. You guys are crazy. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I don't know if I'll do a podcast next week because it's a short week because we're going to Stitches, but if I can, I will. So I'll talk to you soon. Thank you guys so much. Bye.